Hi everyone, it's Jolene from Smith Nature Friendly Farms. I was going through my phone the other day and I came across some videos that I'd recorded when we first moved into this farm or on this property. So what I wanted to do was actually post them so everybody could see the property in its early forms as we moved in. It's changed dramatically in the last year. And I'll also be following up with another video within a couple of weeks that highlights what the property looks like today. And then I also do a highlight when we have a full garden, because right now obviously it's fall, it's not the best garden right now, but it's going to look fabulous come the springtime. So without further ado, this is a year-old video with a tour of the property as we literally had just moved in. Thanks. So I'm going to start you off. This is at the top of our driveway. This is the very front of the property. Right over here, we actually have, right to that tree line, we have a field basically that is wide open for whatever development we see fit. And I don't fully intend to go mad crazy with development by any means, because I'm very enthusiastic about keeping natural areas within the yard, and right now it's full of seeds that birds are eating, and I can see on a daily basis how many birds, including like mountain bluebirds, I'm seeing, and I think they're mountain bluebirds, but I'm seeing different kind of birds all throughout the yard that I want to make sure can still thrive. But I do want to put a large garden in here. That's a big part of what I do. So I'll be using some techniques in order to incorporate both nature spaces and the garden. And then moving down towards the yard, you can see these are our neighbors off to the side. So you see those tall trees there, that's the property on that side. There's a large corner here that I really look forward to putting in some flowers. And I'm going to put some natural native flower sections and wildflower sections, my bee bar that I've been dying to do, and put those throughout the yard. So what you see now is lots and lots of grass, lots of mowing. My goal will be to eliminate as much mowing as possible, either with natural native flowers or in just creating other flower patches or garden spaces. Less grass, more growing, definitely in the works. So over here we have where I've already started. This of course wasn't here, but we added this. Where I've started, I'm going to do my first test of a no-dig. So this is half of the garden will be no-dig format, and then the other half we'll do with a standard tilling format, which will be over here. And I'm going to walk you down a bit and show you over here. Those are muscadines. This is already in the property. They already have them. There are also fruit trees right in behind it, but this will be all muscadines. If you've never had a muscadine, for some Canadians, muscadines are amazing. They make the best wine and jam, and they're basically a grape, but I find them sweeter, except that they do have seeds. So again, down here is also more property. We will leave this actually completely and utterly undeveloped at this point. Next to the muscadine vines, we have more land over here, basically over to the tree line. This will stay undeveloped. We will probably plant a couple of trees in here. Different native bushes might get added into here to increase the volume of native plants within the yard, but there's no plans to do anything majorly over there. So I'll take you back, and there's a kind of a garden area here, and we'll walk over and take a look at it. There's two boxes. One I think houses our water system, our well, and then there's this guy here. I do have some interesting ideas for how to make that look somewhat presentable within the yard. I can envision a hosta sitting in the middle, planted right there. We'll see. I have lots of ideas coming along over there. So as we head towards the back of the house, it's quite swampy. We had some rain just recently, actually a lot of rain. But this massive overgrown area here is a large old dog bed, I guess. We heard from the previous owners that it used to house their dogs. Nobody's lived in this property for over a year, and I don't know that there's been dogs here even longer. Their dog was a roamer. So this is where I actually plan, can you imagine, to put above ground garden beds. So you can imagine the task of cleaning out that jungle. That's going to be crazy. Lots of fun, lots of gardening for sure. And over here is our pond. It has a bit of a drainage problem, tends to leak. It does have a turtle. I call him Ferdinand, and I absolutely adore him. He sits on a little log down there. He might be there now. Hard to say. Oh, I don't see him. But yes, he's normally right down there on the log. And because of all the rain, the pond is quite full, which is really nice. But in the summer, it does get quite a bit smaller. And you can't see it, but in the back, we peek in the back where the trees are. There's additional land there. Same thing, there'll be no development, maybe the addition of trees, and that's about it. 2 chicken houses. We hope to have chickens for sure. It's been a long time desire for me to have chickens. I eat a lot of eggs as part of my diet, and seems like a good value to raise them, plus I love animals. So, and no, I don't eat my chickens. I do eat chicken, but I won't eat mine. And this is going to be the shed, garden shed, my she shed. It's a little rough right now, but needs some work, but it's definitely going to come to fruition as a place of gardening. And we're almost to the end, I think. It comes with a barn. We currently have some hay stored in that barn, and then that's where I'll do a lot of my gardening and my planting. I have a station that's made out of an old dresser that I use to stand up and plant in there. And it comes with a mother-in-law suite, so my mom can come out, or more likely my daughter will come out and stay to visit. So that's it. That's our exciting property, and lots of gardening that's going to happen. Many videos that will be made in this space as we transform it. As you can see, there's not a lot of anything. It's just grass and lots of weed. So there's so much potential here. Excited to share it with you. Thanks.